Do you feel like you don't have enough time to work out? If so, you might be using what's called station format workouts. Station format is when you focus on just one exercise at a time. You do a set, normally to failure, sometimes just to near failure, and then after you complete the set, you rest, sometimes upwards of 3 to 5 minutes before performing another set of the same exercise. And then you repeat that over and over. Set, rest, set, rest, set, rest. It can take a really long time. Well, in this video, I'm going to explain a different workout format that you can use to condense your workouts and build muscle and burn fat in less time. How's it going, everybody? I'm Ryan, and welcome back to Minus the Gym. And you might not know this about me depending on how many of my previous videos you've watched, but there was a time where I was commuting by train for an hour and a half each direction to my job. So that's 3 hours a day that I was commuting. Plus I was spending 7 to 8 hours working in an office. So all in all, my days were like 10 to 11 hours Monday through Friday just for work. And plus I had a family on top of it to take care of. So as you can imagine, it was really hard to fit fitness into my schedule. During that time, the workout format that I relied on heavily is called circuit format. And this is something I've talked about in previous videos, but I really wanted to dive into all the advantages and disadvantages of station format versus circuit format workouts. But before I do that, let me just explain and demonstrate what a circuit really is. So a circuit is where you take all the exercises that you want to do for that workout and you just go one after another through them, one set of each, with no rest or very little rest in between, and then you take a big, 3-minute, 5-minute rest before repeating the whole circuit. And you do as many rounds as you can, or as many rounds as you want to in your scheduled workout. Circuit workouts are best with full body workouts, but you can also use them for split training. But what I'm going to do is today I have my base bar back there, and I've got my parallettes over here. So I'm going to put together a quick full body circuit workout for you. I'm just going to show you one round of it using these two pieces of equipment, doing push, pull, squat, and hinge, which is what I preach a lot here on Minus the Gym. So I started off with body weight squats, and I've sped up this footage by about 200% just so it doesn't take forever. But I just rep these out. I like to start with squats or lunges or different variations of those because they serve as a great warm-up for your circuit. That way you don't have to do a dedicated warm-up before you start. And of course you can do, plyometric or explosive variations of squats and lunges if you really want to. Any lower body exercise, but I'm just sticking with the basics here and repping them out until I really feel the burn and feel like I'm reaching failure. Then I grab my base bar, bring it into frame, and I'm going to start the next exercise, which will be bodyweight rows in this circuit, going straight to the next exercise with minimal rest. And again, the same thing. I'm not really counting reps. I'm more just focusing on good form, and I'm going to rep these out until I feel like I can't do any more. What's great about bodyweight rows is that if you can't do pull-ups yet, they're a great lead-up. They're working your mid and upper trapezius, your rhomboids, your rear deltoids, a little bit of lats as well, but lats are more for vertical pulling like pull-ups. And by the way, what I'm using here, the base bar, is fantastic equipment if you don't have anything for doing pulling exercises. If you want to check this out, you can get 10% off at BaseBlocks' website. I'll put a link down below. Just use my discount code -10 if you purchase from their site. Then I put the base bar aside and go straight into position for diamond push-ups. So again, very minimal rest between exercises in the circuit. I'd say it took me maybe 5 to 10 seconds to go from the bodyweight rows to the push-ups. And I'm doing diamonds mainly just to emphasize my triceps. There's more stabilization coming from the upper back, but it's just a fun, different push-up variation to do once in a while. And again, I'm going to rep these out until I feel like I can't quite get any more, and it looks like I have maybe one more rep in me or so. Looks like I'm going for another one. But once I'm done with these, I'm going to go grab my parallettes, and with the parallettes, I'm going to do my final core exercise, or hinge as I guess you can call it, but it's more core focused, and I'm just going to hold an L-sit for as long as I can. And since I haven't really been working on my L-sits, this wasn't the longest hold, but I'll just hold it for max time. And once I'm done, that's the end of the round. Round complete, and I'm going to rest and repeat. So, as you can see, it only takes about 1 to 2 minutes to complete a round of a standard 4 exercise circuit. So with about 2 minutes for a round, plus let's say a 3-minute rest between rounds, you're looking at 5 minutes per round. And if you do 4 rounds, that's a good number to target, you're looking at about a 20-minute workout. All right, so you can condense your workout, 16 total sets into a short 20-minute time frame, and that has its advantages. Station format, where you focus on one exercise at a time, set, rest, and so on, that's a longer workout, but that's really best for optimizing your strength and performance for every set. And I would recommend that for individuals who have very specific strength or skill-based goals. Like for example, you want to achieve handstand push-ups. But for people with more general fitness goals, like they want to lose a certain amount of weight or they want to put on a certain amount of mass, circuits can absolutely be great for that, especially because of their ability to burn fat and build muscle mass. Although you absolutely can build strength with circuit format workouts, I've done it, plenty of my clients have, and especially beginners. Beginners can absolutely build good strength with circuit workouts. They're actually optimized for muscular endurance, okay? And with that, with more reps and cramming more work into a short amount of time, you also have the advantage of what's called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is where you build muscle rather quickly, and that's due to more sarcoplasmic fluid retention. So things like water and glycogen in your muscles, you're retaining more of that from all the work that you're doing. But the main advantage of circuit workouts is actually the fact that it boosts your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, meaning that you'll be burning more calories at rest for 1 to 2 days after you complete your workout. And that's because of something called SMIT, supramaximal interval training. This is very similar to HIIT, but it's when you go all out, you give it your everything, and then you take a rest, and then you go all out, kind of like sprinting, go all out and then rest. And those intervals of supramaximal effort, where you're just giving it your absolute max, like in these circuits, that's going to boost your BMR, and it's going to help you burn fat and lean out. So for those of you who have maybe 20 or 30 minutes a day that you can dedicate to your fitness, trust me, I've been there, I know what it's like. Don't be discouraged. I know a lot of routines out there take an hour and 15 minutes each time, and you don't have to do that. Although that might be good for specific goals, there are still advantages to condensed circuit workouts like this. You can construct your own routine if you want, using whatever exercises you like. You can do split training, you can do full body training. I personally recommend full body training when doing calisthenics-based circuit workouts though, but you can do whatever you want. And if you need some examples, I have a few places. First is the Minus the Gym Tribe app, which you can download and try out at the link right below here in the description box. But I have 2 programs in there based on circuits. I recommend Built on Basics. All right, that's going to be a great program for you to start out with. Then on my website, I have my Around the World circuit routine. That's more intermediate. I recommend that you be able to do about 8 pull-ups before you try that one. But you can download it for free. I'll put a link right down below where you can get Around the World. It's a PDF that you can keep on your phone and refer to whenever you want. And also, of course, I have several videos here on the channel, my beginner routine and intermediate routine, that you can watch right here on YouTube. So you have plenty of options to get started with circuit training. All right, so for those of you who are short on time, again, don't let that discourage you. Circuits are great. You don't want to do them forever, like perpetually, but in those times of your life where you feel really busy, you can still work out. Even just 3 times, 4 times a week doing circuits is fabulous, and of course, is better than nothing. All right, if you found this video helpful, please drop a like. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay in touch, and I'll see you next time.